Howdy. Back to work we are. Hello everyone, shining day to you all. I'm Dean Highlap. We are arting once again. Have two thumbnails to make today. Hello. Yulk Heroes and a Bloodborne. Thumbnail. Yulk Heroes was a funny stream because it super didn't go how Jacob thought it would. Do I have anything else to say? Not really. Let's just get into it. Still can't find my glasses. I haven't looked for them. If I'm honest with you, I might. Hold on. Let's go on a journey. Are they here? They are. That was a short journey. Whoops. Can I give him a quick wipe? An unexpectedly short journey. There we go. I can see mildly better because I haven't updated my prescription. And I don't know if I'll do that this year, given how things are going. Or maybe, I don't know. Might be a short process. I mean, preparing for my trip to the US. Mood. Right, I agree that your new glasses are very Percy. Nice. They do be. Yulk Heroes ended up being a idle game. So halfway through the stream, they had to find something to do that was more active than what this game could provide. The funniest part was that earlier that day, Khaz had messaged them saying, hey, this is an idle game, but they never checked their messages. So they didn't know until they started playing the game. Was it not in the game description? That's a great question. Let's go to Steam. Don't show me my emails. Yo Heroes. It doesn't say it explicitly anywhere. A bit. You get throw into the description. It says part digital pet game, part RPG adventure, and part casual indie game. Idle game, not indie game. I would have assumed that part casual idle game would have meant that you could if you wanted. Also, I don't know how much of the description Jacob would have read because this was a game recommended to him by Onsta. So he probably just got it and was like, oh, this looks cute, I'm gonna play it. I hate idle games because you can't just log once a day, you keep dropping in despite making things harder for you. It is difficult to ignore an idle game. I play one on my phone called Egg Inc. I've been playing it for years, but I keep checking if I can do something to upgrade my farm and I just don't have enough money. What are my notes for this one? And they're gone. We made a himbo. Unschooling my egg. And marbles. Actually, I shouldn't have any problems with my phone being there because the microphone is not bolted to the desk. I was like, oh no, my phone notifications are gonna vibrate to the microphone. But they're not. think I'm gonna put the hero surrounded by a bunch of marbles. Oh, there's Cat. If you click the wrong user in the Netflix edition of Cats and Soup, then it deletes your play file for the original user. What? That's awful. Sounds like terrible user management settings. Mm-hmm. You might require my assistance with a game. For sure. I can help you. Or I can try to anyways. So one that Riley wants to play with you. You want to make sure it's not just you that the game is being funky for. Okay. Search on the game is a manual and you didn't have a reason one because you didn't think that would happen. You never think that selecting a different user will completely erase the save. Conventional wisdom is that you would start a new one and then just go back to the other user. I wonder if it's a file management thing, like it only has one save file name. Survival crafter game, and everything you make is wood based, and you basically build massive battle bots out of wood materials. It's been described as wood punk. Nice. Stuttering is all hell. Yeah, I can take a look at it. I was actually gonna look into family groups on Steam because they released a new version of their family share where you have a family group and all the games that the accounts in the family group have are shared across the group. And Steam already has that kind of, but if someone is playing the game, or if the original account holder is playing the game, no one else can play it. But with the new setup, 2 people can be playing it at the same time. So if you have a co-op game, only one person needs to buy it, which is nifty. Shifty Sphinx. Hello. Shiny day. That's not a very capitalistic nightmare of Steam. Steam is surprisingly user-friendly. Like, I remember when some companies started... Oh, I forget who it was, but there was some fuckery happening with a game and Steam was refunding it even if you had more than 2 hours of playtime. So I'm like, yeah, that's bullshit. Here's your money. Steam may have learned from some recent problems they had with upcharging. I do think some of the fees that you incur into when dealing with Steam are not as bad as some people would say. But I've never published the game on Steam, so I don't know. I think as long as Steam remains a private company, they'll be fine. One of the biggest advantages that Steam has is that it's a private company, owned by Gabe Newell. If it ever becomes a public company, it'll be done. We can only get the multiple windows from popping up when you launch a Steam game. That would be great. That's been such a gripe for so many people for so long. But I think the influx in users to specific games that come from showing them from front and center as you launch the app outweighs however many complaints people have. I wish there was a page on Steam that's just recently released games by date and no recommended stuff at all. Just here's all the games. Because sometimes I go to unofficial sharing sites just to see a list of games recently released. And then I go to Steam to look at the games page. Because I just find it easier to navigate. Okay, I think I got what I need. Personal Q is a nice touch, but your Steam library does not encompass your entire gaming interest. I don't have that many games in my library, and it doesn't really reflect how much I liked a game, because it recommends you things depending on whether you have played a game at all. So you could have a personal rating for a game, so that it skews the recommendation based on how much you like the game rather than just whether you played it or not. But I imagine that wouldn't be particularly easy to implement. Although they're a big company, they can figure it out. Let's save it from the start. So I want to accidentally save on my templates. And we will take this color. Oh. Thank you, assistant, but that's all I wanted to do. And we're going to use my square brush. Fill in this portion of the UI. It's not going to be perfect. But we're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for... I did it wrong. We're aiming for good enough to be passable. I need to add white squares. What's the spacing? Every other one. Okay. There, 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 there. A little janky, but that's fine. We live in the jank. You merely adopted the jank. I'm going to show you. Oh, yeah. Just do it right now. So this is the extra addition that I made to the Julia Bourne thumbnail. Yes, I did draw the entire fish can, sardine tin can, from scratch. Because why not? So this is what 50% of the audience would have seen. And it is winning, I think. If I go to my analytics. The A/B testing shows you how much people watched of the video based on the thumbnail that they were presented. Oh, never mind. It's the other way around now. Interesting. On the first day or two, the thumbnail with Fish Julia it had like it was still pretty close. It was like 51% to like 49%. Where the Fish Julia was winning. But now it's not. Now it's the other way around. It's almost 50-50, so I don't think it made that big of a difference. That's what you learn when you do A/B testing. I don't think that was a great thumbnail. Let's show how many people clicked on it. No. Bonbon, hello, shiny name. That's one of the things that they could improve. But I think they just don't want to let people have the option to like game it. Because the idea is that you present a thumbnail that is more representative to the video, so they show you if a person who clicked on that thumbnail stayed to watch a larger portion of the video. Which is the outcome that they want. So if they did just click-through rate, it would be how clickable a thumbnail is, but not really how representative of the video it is. Spiffing Brit hasn't done a video on that yet. Linus Media Group did a video on the A/B testing experiments and their findings, because they were part of the beta release of it, given that they're a large channel. We don't get those things yet, because we're a tiny wee channel. As I thought is that the video has more impact on people staying than the thumbnail. Yeah, I mean, it's I've said it before, the thumbnail is the packaging. And your packaging needs to be representative of the product, which sometimes I nail and sometimes I don't. I try to not have very clickbaity thumbnails, because our videos are hella long. So if I make a thumbnail that's clickbaity, for like, if someone's making a 10-minute video, 5-minute video, if you make a clickbaity thumbnail, it's more likely that people will just watch it because they're already there. But for us, we have like 2-hour-long videos. If the thumbnail doesn't give you the vibe of the video, they're not gonna stick around. And that hurts our metrics, and it hurts the discoverability of the channel. So I need to be honest. I think the most clickbaity thumbnail I made so far is the sky thumbnail. I actually did A/B test the original thumbnail versus the more clickbaity one. And the original wholesome thumbnail won by a significant margin. Huh. I was wrong. When I thought that the original thumbnail wasn't good enough. See, that's the thing that you learn when you have tools like this. And that's a definite difference between the dev call us cheating one versus the extremely delightful one. It's a 41 to 58% watch time share. So the wholesome vibes thumbnail enticed people who were there for the vibes. Who would have thunk it? Could you imagine committing to the bit that hard? An hour and 45 minutes in, trying to get to the thumbnail clickbait. Generally have such a love for us as a thumbnail, you may be biased, but we enjoy every time. I think our thumbnails are quite fun. It's just the format of our channel that is harder to grow. We would definitely do better if we had a highlights channel. But on the flip side, our growth is pretty steady, and we have less people that stop watching after a while. And we only get less views because we either take a break or there's a series that's going on for a while and people can't really commit to watching that many videos in a row. But other than that, why are you tilted? Other than that, our viewers know what they're gonna get, and they stick around for all of it. The thumbnails of that capture the SSF flavor of chaotic and cozy. It helps I've been a fan for like forever. Started watching SSS in like 2018. Yeah. No. Is that correct? That can't be right. Because Jacob made his account like... No, Jacob made his account in like 2014. How do I check this? Yeah, I've been following since 2018. I just had to write a random message on their chat to click on my own name. Also have a large portion of people that exclusively watch the SSS volumes on YouTube without having watched the live stream. True. A big portion of our audience, or a significant portion of our audience, just don't like Twitch. Exactly, because of chat. So, they prefer the chat-less experience. I wish there was a way that I could include chat with some sort of toggle. So that people who want to see the chat can. But the one service that would do that was not good. It had lots of restrictions. Because you had to export the stream directly from the dashboard or it wouldn't work. And you didn't have a way to like sync the chat. And you also had to manually contact the developer to add that functionality to their site. So it wasn't good. It was a neat idea. It also needed an extension on your browser, so people on mobile couldn't really use it unless you went to their website, but then it was awful to watch. Just squeeze these letters together a bit more. do not want them to be... I guess I could make them black. With that glow behind them. Doesn't look good. Maybe a white outline. Black text looks so menacing. Let's follow the color palette of the image itself. Probably more pleasant to look at. No, just tangents. Actually, if I don't offset it at all, but just give it a bigger radius. So that it brightens the area around it and it doesn't clash with the colors that I'm using. Yeah, that works. Put you back in the corner. Maybe a little bit inset so it doesn't... The fucking bookshelf is messing with me. There. The circles on the bookshelf look like an ellipses. Oh, they do. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Maybe we put it on the other corner. I don't know which one I like better. I mean, I don't mind it. I guess I could move this. So that the child's a little more centered on the image. Kind of hide the dots. I completely misread your sentence, Bonbon. It always happens with Bonbon. I see Bonbon say something out of the corner of my eye, and I read it wrong. Thought that N was an R. I was like, excuse me? Anyways. I'm biased against Canadian channers. I guess I am. I didn't even know that about myself. That looks pretty okay. And now we have the marbles. Texture acrylic. Throw me here to test it out. Canadians in Fugue. I forgot how many Canadians I know. Another one of my biases towards Canadian people. I forget they're Canadian. And then we need to add the shine. I've never really shaded a sphere before that I could remember. If you could call these a sphere. Yeah, Trevor, but he will not say anything unless directly addressed. It's my kind of guy. I'm also like that. As you discovered when he couldn't figure out how to join the Airsoft group chat because he had to chat first and he was too shy to say something. It's adorable. These are not bad, but they're going to be entirely too tiny anymore. Can I call that room? It's cold up there. Also, cost of living is expensive. Your friend's daughter moved up north and a box of pasta was like $26. The hell? Just pasta, my dude. I guess they wouldn't really be able to grow it locally. If I had to guess why that's the case. Not that you grow pasta, I mean you grow the wheat to make pasta. In case that wasn't clear. Don't they have pasta trees up there? Ski ski ski, hello, shiny day. I'll put this Twitch icon on the door. I want to flatten that door. I might want to so I can blend the eye a bit more. Let's go back to our filling in brush and layer. I don't know the reasoning behind some of these lines. So I don't really know the best way for me to go about filling in the blanks. I'm no pixel artist. As you may have quickly been able to tell. If you try Heart of Palm pasta, then it does grow in a vaguely tree structure. I haven't had those, but I have had zucchini noodles. My sister made them this one time because she wanted to try a different pasta. I wasn't terribly keen on them, but they weren't bad. Never heard of Heart of Palm. It probably has some other name. It doesn't. Palmetto. In Florida. They're just palm cores. And apparently you can also make them from coconuts. I only know it because some sushi places will have that instead of like chicken. Or crab sticks. Chickpeas is not popular gluten-free pasta. Interesting. Am I remembering chickpeas correctly? I am, okay. So one type of pasta is basically tumbleweed. A tumbleweed of pasta. Tagliatelle. Googling it. What's high you blows? Shiny day. Oh, I think it's tagliatelle. Maybe these are the images that I get from that search. That hand is upsetting. Learning so much about pasta. Some sausage fingers. They are. A person can never take their wedding ring off. No matter what. Okay, I do believe this thumbnail is proper. may have difficulty getting one ring off your finger. Hands get swollen. My sister bought a ring this one time, and it was tied on her finger. She was like, oh, I hope my hands don't get swollen. And I was like, no, your hands were actually on swell when the day ends. So be careful because you will lose that ring. And then like a day later, she told me, yeah, the ring fell off my hand when I was walking around the house. So whenever I need to take my rings off, I just kind of like lift my hands so that the blood kind of moves. And then it's a little easier. Next thumbnail. Moving on to another Julia Bourne thumbnail. For those who missed it, this is the alternate version of the thumbnail that I made with Julia's old fish there. Which we are discovering doesn't really make that much of a difference in terms of how much people watch the video. So I need to do better. My notes for this one are Lem Uncaged, Electric Bitch, Fuck Off Shrimp Man, and don't upload this one. Julia was so mad by the end of the stream. If you have issues with people getting angry, like if it upsets you, be warned, because towards the end of the stream, Julia's so upset. A rare Julia Rager, it is. Because, spoilers, the entire stream is her finding Orphan of Khaz. And well, there's a lot of upsetting things about this stream. One, Orphan of Khaz screams the entire time, and two, Julia gets quite upset at not being able to beat the boss, which Julia finally got a normal Soulsborne experience where a boss takes you more than an hour to beat. And she has a hard time handling that. To identify with Julia even more. So now that she is up against a boss that's genuinely giving her a hard time, she can't handle it. Now, being in front of a camera does make it harder for her because she wants the stream to be entertaining, and she feels like she's not making progress, it's not entertaining enough, which I think is bullshit. Everyone thinks it's bullshit. This is just a Julia thought. But that doesn't mean it's any less valid. And if she's not having fun with it, then what's the point? But yeah, Julia wasn't in a good mood. by the end of the stream. Don't like being angry while playing games, and you know that being angry is not an enjoyable experience to be around. Some people find it entertaining. I don't mind, but strong emotions make me tired. Like someone who's emoting exuberantly make me tired. Any emotion that's displayed to its fullest extent, it makes me tired. If someone is incredibly sad, if someone's incredibly happy, if someone's incredibly angry, any emotion that's displayed with a great degree or to a very high level, it just makes me tired. And it sucks because sometimes, I'm with friends and they're very happy or they're very sad for something that happened, and I want to be there for them. And I can get through it, but I'm just very tired at the end. Because I just don't do emotions. Does it make our friendship so much funnier to you? It is. Because Leb lives her emotions to the max, which I appreciate. Like I tip my hat to people who can express emotions to that degree. I find it commendable. I just can't. I had a friend in university who was like, you remember that that squirrel from that one movie that what the fuck is the movie called? They're like a bunch of animals and they break into this house. Ice Age? No. Close, but no. Fuck, what was that movie called? Over the Hedge? Probably. Yeah. She was like that. She is like that. Still. But, we spent most of the day together because class schedule was bullshit. She was always just so energetic. It made me so tired, but I had so much fun with her. I'm kind of the opposite while chatting. You mean on stream? Or you're talking to Lab? Because if you're talking about me and how I display a bit more emotion while streaming, this is my max. This is as far as I can go. If they actually saw me or Lab speaking and only interacted with them via chat text, and you expect me to be way more emotive while Lab is more cool and collected. We overcorrect. Or we don't overcorrect, but we actually, I won't speak for Lab, but I try to be a little more emotive over text because everyone takes me incredibly serious. It's a problem. So I need to be a little sillier over text so that people don't just think that I'm upset all the time. It's a big problem, especially when I'm making jokes to Jacob and Julia. On this stream, I was joking that Julia was always quiet on the stream, which hasn't been a problem for like years. And Julia was like, I don't think I'm quiet. So I had to overemphasize the fact that I was joking. Try texting and come off as angry or upset very easily. Yeah. Especially because everyone is fucking anxious. I need you all to get your shit together. Because everyone is so anxious all the time, they think that the other person is mad at them. So I need to make it very explicit that I'm not mad. Excuse me, I'm having a conversation with my chat. You spend a lot of time alone or having to keep yourself collected because you need to keep everyone else from freaking out. Yeah, I'll do it. I have the opposite problem where when it comes to being excited about it, people think that I'm not excited. And I have to or exacerbate my display of emotions so that people can tell when I'm excited. I'm very self-conscious about my facial expressions as well. Because everyone will always ask me if I'm mad. So whenever I'm talking to someone, I try to make a point of half smiling. I also train myself to laugh out loud. I never lolled IRL until like 3 years ago. Definitely leaning into your goofiness lately. Nice. How dare? What do you mean, how dare? We've known each other for more than 4 years. Okay, so then I've been training that for longer. Because I've been training that for like... Fuck, how long has it been? guess 5 years, 6 years. Shit, it's been a while, huh? That's what I get for having a bird brain. Yeah. But I had to make a point of actually making a noise. When I thought something was funny. A joyous noise. To properly express joy. Half of my life has been me trying to act human. It is me, a regular human. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. So how very data of me. Kind of. I resonate with Dana. I don't understand emotions or human connections, but I'm learning. It only took me a decade. Data has a cat. I'm waiting on that front. I have 4 cats. And neurospicy on the other extreme, the over emotive side. No middle sliders in my chat. Everyone's too much one way or the other. I think I am going to make 2 thumbnails for this, because I have 2 directions that I could go, and now I can try both. Now you think about it, you did start key smashing because you genuinely don't know how else to respond a lot of the time. I've taken some text indicators over the year. Multiple. Like I'll intentionally not write with capital letters if I want to sound softer. I'll use commas as ellipses to like overemphasize a sadness joke. But it's hard to communicate. Semi-unrelated, you were planning ways that Riley could fight with the person dressed up as SpongeBob over the weekend. Was a person at the venue where you were at that was tasked with wearing a SpongeBob costume for the day. Interesting. The masculine urge to find a mascot. Fun fact, it didn't start Keys match until 2020, being a small chat and forced to have a reaction so that people don't feel like you're ignoring them. It's what 70% of your chat messages. I like the fact that you can react to messages with emojis in a lot of messaging apps. It makes acknowledging a message but not writing something that doesn't continue the conversation. Because sometimes you just want to be done with the conversation. Not for any particular reason. But being able to just like thumbs up a message or put a smiley face on it or something, it makes it easier to be like, that was funny. I'm glad you said that. As chat used to make you want to cry as a child, it took you years to realize that you relied on physical forms of communication so much. Phone calls felt weird. People nowadays need to look at each other. Again, because everyone is so anxious. They need that confirmation. They need that visual cue. There's going to be 18A. Just also sometimes go nonverbal. I saw a reel on Instagram that was someone saying, I don't mind being in a group of 3 because when I decide that I don't want to talk anymore, they can just talk amongst each other and I just vibe. I was like, yeah, it's also correct. I agree with that statement. Can't do phone calls. Almost missed the doctor's appointment because you weren't able to use a website to book the appointment. I can do phone calls, but I just don't like them. I feel like we have the technology where I don't have to waste someone's time. To put something in a schedule. And we should make use of that technology. Squish these letters together. I guess I do want to make it a little tinier. 96. A special type of person who hates phone calls, hates face-to-face interactions, and hates one-to-one texting. Streams are the most appropriate social interaction for you. I'm glad I can offer you a space where you can talk to people comfortably. If nothing else, if my stream doesn't go anywhere, at least I know that it's a fun group chat. We just meet together at the town square. Just chat for an hour or two and then leave. Being on camera for meetings, while just the one person is talking is so weird to me. I think I want the number to be on the other corner actually. For this one specifically. Flip horizontal, flip vertical. Align it with that. And then I need to put the background gradient as we do. To make it cool colors. And then we mask it. The sleeve on my pen is coming undone. Anyways. Let's get the shape roughly in. I would like to get rid of the microphone. How easy could I do that? Only one way to find out. I'm gonna do this mask job first though, because maybe I don't need to. Maybe it isn't necessary. I kind of want to though. I could lasso this section. And then rasterize that. Do this. Actually, how the fuck does this pattern go? Can I go lens this? Oh, that was easy. Okay, let's actually let's take a slightly bigger section of that. We'll images locals.com. Don't tell me you encountered an error. I need a better picture, Google, please. Where are you from? Oh. It'd be much easier if they still made the shirt. But I don't think they do. Do you offer it in various colors? No. Per print shirt. Blue. Damn it. Damn it, eBay. No boundaries. Aha. I will find this shirt. Or not. Birdcollective.com. Oh, these are cute shirts. Not what I was looking for, but oh, they have a Corvid one. Oh, no, it's out. Oh no, it's out of stock in small. That's a cute shirt. No, I don't care who bought it. Not what I was looking for, but it's a fun shirt. What are you, Bird Collective? Why do you have so many birds? Oh, I like this type of sweatshirts. Oh, I need this just because this is the type of clothing that I've been trying to find. It's freaking muscle tank. I want this. She looks cool. I don't even have the arms to wear it, but I like how they look. The arms are wearable. Yeah, totally. Can just get a normal shirt and cut the sleeves off. I don't like how cut sleeves look. I'm not punk enough to look good with cut sleeves. Anyways, I was trying to recreate a shirt, not buy a tank top. That's a me problem. It is a me problem. Maybe I just have to go for it and it will be fine. But as it stands right now, I just don't. I don't do that. Free Khaz's Arms 2025. Brother, I'm wearing I'm wearing a sweatshirt and a sweater. There's no arms to be had. Well, there's some like arm thingies, but that's as far as it goes. And I have a shirt on. It's cold in here. The problem is thinking that I'm not punk enough. There's no prerequisite to being punk. I guess so. There was this one time I was walking downtown. There was these two punk dudes chilling in the in a park, and they yelled from across the park, "Hey, you should be punk. It's free today." I was like, that sounds a good deal. I could become punk if it's for free. Hey, fabrics with gods are so confusing to you. Do you want to feel warm or not? I like heavy clothing. It makes me happy. But I can't wear a sweater all the time, so a sweatshirt with holes is actually kind of perfect for me. I don't. It's funny because I don't like wearing clothes. But when I wear clothes, I wear a lot of clothes because otherwise it feels uncomfortable. I either need a lot of weight on me or not at all. And that's why I have a weighted blanket. Which I kind of wish I just kept both of the weighted blankets I had. I gave the one to my sister, the one that I was using earlier. Because 18 pounds is just not enough. I need more. Maybe I'll buy another one. I'll buy a second weighted blanket. I have sun sensitivity, so your skin cannot see the sun anymore. That's a bummer. I'm starting to think that I could paint. No, because I would have to draw a whole bird, and I'm not ready for that. I was about to say I could kind of just hastily paint over some of this, but yeah, I'll have to like come up with an entire bird. And I'm not good enough for that yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll have the skills required to just draw Jacob and Julia from scratch. From a reference file. Wouldn't that be fun? Can't wait to window shop Bird Collective. I'm very tempted to buy something from them because their designs are cool. They also sell hats and a bandana. And apparently they donate to bird conservation groups. So it's an excellent deal. Well, Trevor's Airsoft Friends is doing a correlated thesis and you asked if he could send you bird pictures for penguin reference. I wish my thesis could have involved birds. It just involved sad teachers. Okay, we're gonna march down. Last of this section. Copy and paste it, deselect, flip it. That is completely wrong, but it doesn't look that wrong. Amazing. Let's lower the opacity. Actually, where? Let's add a mask to it. Masking. Just gonna let this song play, honestly. Now work. She floats. And then I just need to paint the parts that are not as good. Like these edges. It's a bit of randomness to it. Let's continue this bird all the way there. Paint in the sleeve. To march the shadows for that. There's in there. Just loosen it up. Add colors really don't really need to be, but they follow another color, so it kind of looks like it should belong there. We'll clip that. to that, and we'll oh, you're clipped to the wrong thing. Whoops. Just paint an arm real quick. Just block in some color. And he had darker shadow for this contact point. Is this accurate? No. Does it work? Good enough. And now I need to paint. Actually, this arm would go lower. Like right there. It's a little flat. Too hard. Some lightness to the bottom of it. Too much. Still too much? Interesting. That's fine. The arm is so not. The arm is definitely wrong. There we go, that's it. I was looking too closely at it and I lost perspective. Because it's a big shirt, so Julia's arm would be way higher on the shirt than I would have expect. And her arm goes that way. And I was making it go this way, which implies that her arm starts at like the middle of her chest. It's not what I was supposed to be doing. And I need another masking layer. Not as in like the usual masking, I just need to mask this part of the microphone by painting the guitar back in. Just loosely. Just so that the shapes are consistent. There we go, and then I do want to get rid of the microphone on Jacob's side. Just Jules. Should be able to just paint black over it. Most of it anyways. Except there's a little teeny tiny symbol down there, which I will choose to ignore. You can call me Alan now in the comments. I don't care. I lost track of what Chad's talking about like 20 minutes ago. I hope you're having fun. Bone came with Caldwell. Might watch that. I think in order to catch up to Trophy, I'm just gonna watch the most recent ep and then work my way back. Because otherwise I won't make it. Yeah, people do have shit to do, sadly. Why can't you just remain unemployed? Or to buy food? Never heard of that. Without the microphone, it just looks like Jacob's giving a thumbs up. Julia's having an existential crisis and Jacob's like, yeah. It's very much a this guy pose. He's pointing to himself. For what? I don't know. I'm having fun. Julie over here can suck it up. He's pointing at himself to not be uploaded. He doesn't want to. Yeah, I just need to remove Jacob from the video. That's what they were asking. You're correct. And I don't know why it took me so long to get there. That's obviously what's happening. That just makes this thumbnail even more confusing. Oh my god, I don't know. Ugh. Definitely need to try my second concept. Give him a prop. Gonna give him the Youngster plushie. Where is it? I did have a version or a screenshot that's just Julia that I could have used, and it probably would have been better. You're this close to typing, he can be holding a microphone. You make it so it looks like Jacob stole of don't. Okay, I need this to be in a different thing. Yeah, I spent all of that time cleaning it up, but I feel like this one is like apology video vibes. Can I reuse? I think a new camera feels warmer and you kind of like it. This one probably looks warmer because of the light, because they have their camera set to auto white balance, so the colors will change randomly. Or I think they have it set to auto white balance. Looks like it to me when they like hold something up to the camera. Let's get jewels and put this in here. This was the arm sleeve. I don't need that. Arm sleeve? It's a little redundant, don't you think, Khaz? Let's get this painted on and see how it looks. It'll look fine, probably. Because I don't miss. That's a lie. We'll add a green on this one. Just a real top to bottom gradient. like that one color situation there. I like this one way better, actually. We did it. We didn't upload Jacob. His wish. His wish was granted. He was pointing at himself in a revelatory manner. I am not needed in this thumbnail. This is why I always listen to my boss. He always knows what's best. Jacob is a really wise man. Seven is the name breaking people's devices. The more I say it, the less you believe me. Happens with anything I say. So my actual second concept for this was, we're gonna go on a journey again, was to put lemon here. So it might not work at all in the way I wanted to do it, the way I wanted to do it. But you know I have my rule of not putting Lem's face on the thumbnail. Self-imposed rule because I think it's funny. I just put Lem uncaged just in front of his face. But then it's just the blob of shadow colors. I guess I will have to brighten up the image. Let's try that real quick. Adjustment levels. This histogram is just all shadows. Just crush it. There's a change.org petition to add a moth emoji. It's funny. We'll add another shadow to this, some intensity, some radius. So that's even shadowier. We'll do it, we'll have it a little offset to left. Just so that we have a space for the number up there. And we'll that's not the brush I was using. Oh. Can you do the thing I want you to do? Brush. Brush. Color. Damn. That's the layer I want to paint on. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Get rid of that. It's gonna be really notorious when I add this. Oh, not really. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. And I guess I want to mask the adjustment layer. So that only lamp is brighter. It'll help distinguish some of these shapes a bit better. Then we'll trace around his shape. Just to get it nice and clean. And then we go into this view. And we can fill in all the little sections. They get quite filled up, like Lem's face there. Ow. And then we had the number. $18. So this is 18C. Kind of want the number to be on the other side. Transform, flip, horizontal. Yes. Yep. Oh, it fits weird. There we go. Hiccups have arrived. Well, it was nice knowing you. So we'll ignore 18A because I think this is, it doesn't hit the same way as this one. We have two options: Lemon Cage and Don't Upload this one. I'm actually going to use both of these. Because they're both good. I'm quite happy with both. And we're gonna see which one wins. Tunnel V2 is your favorite. It is like, the composition on it is actually works out pretty well. Just the exacerbated lap as usual. Lap is always exacerbated. That's just how I end my sentence. The exacerbated Julia. And the colors are really good. Julia is technically a lap. They're pretty similar. I have a theory, but it's just for me. Was Julia born? Have 18B technically. And 18A. And I'm gonna upload these right away because I don't want to forget. So I'm gonna move to a screen where I don't show you any weirdness. Steel Heroes. Where are these? Yeah. Yuck. And I need to schedule this one for tomorrow, 3 p.m. And actually, does that compare? Whoops. July born 18, A and B. And let's schedule this one for Sunday. At the usual time. And that'll do it for us today. Very productive day. I'm happy with how things turned out. And I'm happy with you. I'll be back on Thursday. Yes, that's how days work. Thursday comes next. Well, after Wednesday. I'll be back on Thursday for more of that climbing game, Jasant. And we'll probably finish that on Thursday. I'd imagine. Unless I really suck at the later portion of the game. And then we'll have to change to a new one, which I do have a few on the list. And then Sunday, same thing. Abin Khaz, you've been wonderful. Remember that you're very important to me. And remember, as did these. Worcestershire.